Donald Trump and Operation Rising Lion. Now, this is what I voted for. Um, this operation is eerily reminiscent of Michael Corleone taking the five families out at the end of Godfather One. Um, I, I didn't do it, but look what just happened. It's pretty much a stroke of genius. Again, we have tried to negotiate with the Iranians for some time, basically saying, "Hey, listen, we want you to get rid of this nuclear program of yours and all of this enrichment." And they didn't do it. They didn't do it. The couple tweets that he put out is, it's gave him 2 months, and now it's day 61, and look what happened. But again, you know, our hands are not dirty. Hands are not dirty. I'm like Michael Corleone. I didn't know who did it. Who did it? There's everyone knows that we most certainly signed off on this deal, even though Trump obviously let the world know. No, well, we don't want Israel to attack. We don't want to do anything like that. But now look what happened. You take a look at the Mossad, IDF, and what they're capable of doing. It truly is extraordinary. From what happened with the beeper bombs taking out Hezbollah in Lebanon, an absolutely extraordinary operation. And they actually had drones. It's like almost like the Zelensky situation inside of Russia. Actually had drones inside of Iran that were able to basically knock out all of their air defenses. Their entire air force was knocked out. They didn't even get a plane up into the sky. You take a look at the precision of these attacks, how they knew exactly where everyone was. Quite extraordinary. With that being said, God willing, we should all be hoping, praying that we're not going to be getting involved in any of this. We do not want to touch this. We do not want a war in the Middle East by any stretch of the imagination. The neocons, and the people that have been running our foreign policy for a long time, and they're still around. Okay, I can just see Lindsey Graham right now. It's like a bloody vampire looking to get involved in another war. They've definitely made the world a much more dangerous place. I mean, let's take a look at it. Quite frankly, at least we can go back to Ukraine. Ukraine was coerced into giving up their nuclear weapons. This was again when the Soviet Union broke up. Man, they must regret that. Man, I'm sure that they're, boy, that was one of the dumbest things you can do. Take a look at Libya. Muammar Gaddafi was convinced to give up his weapons programs, even though it wasn't that advanced. And gee whiz, look what happened to him. You can kind of understand. Listen, if you were the leader of a country and you've taken a look at what has happened over the years, you'd want to be able to be a player and protect yourself as well. Again, the Iranians, some were saying that they were weeks away, but we're hearing this forever, months away. I don't know. What we'd like to see, though, is it's a country that's the economy is in the toilet. The people are there. They're against the regime. We see the type of violence that takes place there when it comes to women. And then you do a little study and you go back to what that country was like prior to the Ayatollahs taking over. And again, we had our hands in that as well, along with the UK, when we decided to kind of blow up their free elections over there, and install the Shah, and what it ended up leading to. The name Operation Rising Lion, it's kind of interesting. If you go back and you take a look at the Iranian flag prior to the Ayatollahs taking over, there was a lion in the middle of the flag. I think what everyone's hoping for. And I kind of I pray everybody's hoping, since I know it's what I'm hoping for and praying for too, is they do get a regime change there. They can change their culture and then become a part of the rest of the world, and watch their economy grow and it become a place where, active tourism and just changing things. I think that would be wonderful, and I hope that's the case. Where we stand right now, they don't really have much going on. They really don't. Yeah, they've been really, you know, really hit hard. I mean, some people are worried, again, whether or not they're going to basically lay mines in the Gulf of Hormuz, because again, that's 25% of the world's oil passes through there, and that could most certainly see a super spike. But again, you're watching right now various different ports that are ablaze. I don't think they're going to allow that to happen, quite frankly. If this was pulled off this way, again, it's unbelievable. They're going to be teaching this in military colleges and schools, and how this was pulled off. But again, um, no American troops on the ground, no American involvement. Um, Again, let them settle this in their part of the world. Again, I think this was great. I think Trump is at his best when he's dealing with foreign policy issues. Quite frankly, this is one of the reasons why I voted for him. Again, uh, congratulations is in order, quite frankly, at least so far, and something that's, again, amazing. And again, you remember, go back to Trump's first term too. He took out Suleiman, an amazing, hit. So again, hopefully, God willing, we can get peace in that region. WatchDog on Wall Street.com.